I do not want to hear I'm overreacting to this. And let me give a message to the trad cons, the Muslims, mostly those two groups of people. Please beware of women like this, because these girls will ride the carousel. They think they know better than their parents. They think they can do the choosing. They get their heart broken, obviously, because they pick dudes out of their league and be surprised, or they pick drug dealers, or they pick criminals and be surprised things don't work out. Now, here you see the caption. She says, "My situationship just broke my heart, and my Muslim parents are asking if I want to have an arranged marriage." And she's saying, "Yes, now I do."
Fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it. Fuck it, let's do it. Fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it. Fuck it, let's do it.
Nope. And watch this. Look, it's not even a relationship. She said, "My situationship." Now, first of all, situationship is a word that they have tried to use to make it seem like just it's basically a cover word for fuck buddy. So they don't want to be, now the old words like fuck buddies or side chicks. This is a side chick. They don't want to use terms like that because it's pretty straight to the point. It's obvious. If you were a side chick and you were expecting something from him, people look at you like you're crazy. They'll be like, "You're a side chick. You have no rights." Okay. But now they want to use this word situationship to where they want to describe, but we were messing around, and in girls' mind, because they were fornicating, maybe, just maybe, it could lead to something if she chooses so, right? This is so they use terms like situationship, and I already covered the video on this, how that word needs to be eliminated from the lexicon. Like this word here, that's a red, like, talk about red flag. If a woman starts using words like situationship, that's a red flag. Now, she's talking about my situationship broke my heart. I don't know how that's possible because you were never in a relationship. So I don't know how somebody that you're not in a relationship in, somebody that never claimed you, you were a side chick at best, talking about he broke your heart. And now because he broke my heart, okay, now I want an arranged marriage. Guys, I'll say this to the traditional conservatives, to the traditional, the Muslims. If you guys want a traditional arranged marriage, the traditional way, you guys are going to have to leave America, or you guys are going to have to make sure wherever you move to, make sure the woman that's arranged to have the arranged marriage with you, make sure you do a full investigation on the family, do a full investigation on the girl, make sure she wasn't out here running tricks, because that's what she was doing. Now let's look at the comments. And after looking at the comments, he said, "Thank you for exposing yourself. Digital footprint ain't going nowhere." And the problem is, women will make posts like this and literally prove MGTOW talking points, Red Pill talking points, right? They will make videos like this because they think they're funny. And unfortunately, most people do not have the balls to say women aren't funny. Most women are not funny. And they think, like, it's not just they think they're funny. They think they're like clever. Like, they think they're snarky because the guys that they were messing with, they'll just put up with it. Be like, all right, as long as I get some pussy at the end of the night, whatever. So it is what it is. Let me see. He said, "Don't expose your sins." Dear Muslim brothers, don't get a haram product. Facts. He said, "I'm not Muslim, but this is kind of what happens when you go against your religion's mandates." Exactly. She thought she was big and bad, especially when you're dealing with young girls. They really think that they own the world because they're young, and that's all they have to offer, their youth and their fertility, not necessarily beauty, because if you're a young girl, their youth, basically covers that base. So most young girls that are decent looking can get places in life where the average man can't, especially in today's day and age with Instagram. Like I'm talking about, it's average bitches with 300,000 followers. I'm talking about over 6-figure followers, not salary, but 6-figure followers. And they're not even making money, but they just, because they have the follower count on IG, they really think, "Oh, I'm at this level," when they're really not at any level. They would never give a prostitute the credit that they deserve, because they always have, their phone is always ringing and off the hook, but they would never give a prostitute their due credit. And I don't want to hear about slut shaming, because when Passport Bros are going overseas, you were calling those girls overseas prostitutes and that they don't love them. All right. So now let's see more comments before I go and analyze her page. Yeah, I feel bad for the husband dealing with a woman who's not even educated properly on the religion. You know, it is what it is. But it's gonna be a lot of women doing that, especially in this next coming age. Once the economy like collapse, like for real, it's already the economy has already collapsed. They're just covering it up, but when it's like official, they're going to be. I'm telling you. Now, a girl like this, right? Because she's young, right, and because she's white. Well, she white passing, but I'm pretty sure her parents applied for whiteness when they came to America. So you know what I mean when I say that. So she has the complexion for the connection, and she's young. She you know what I mean? She is going to automatically have more than 10,000 followers by posting just a post of herself. Here we go. Here's the chameleon. She got that chameleon dress on. She got the chameleon dress on. Here we go. Here we go. These are what chameleons look like.
So, in case you didn't know, I have been announced Best of Dallas 2022 TikToker. And obviously I have to do a little thank you spiel.
This is how you know TikTok ain't shit. If she's winning awards. This is like I said, this is the danger of the dating market, where basically the average bitch sexual market value, she thinks it's up here, when reality it's really down here. Oh man, I sound like Corey Holcomb now.
I got myself a celebratory cupcake. Obviously, first off, I have to thank the momager. Then all of you guys that follow me and actually find me entertaining. And last but not least, I have to thank each and every Dallas man who ever gave me a piece of content. If it weren't for you guys, I would not be sitting here as Best of Dallas 20.
Okay, so let me, because this is a live reaction to her page. I have never really taken a great look at her page. I don't understand why these posts are not loading. Let me see. So this is the typical. So now that I'm looking at some of these videos, she's clearly the typical. Let me just react. Let me date everybody. Let me date every man just for content. Just an excuse so I can use to date every man and just use that as an excuse just to make content. She's one of those girls. I can already tell. Oh my God. This is, like I said, well, it is her name. It's literally basic blogger biatch. You know, that's her thing right here. Yeah, there's no difference between like, and here's the thing. I'm not gonna, because for some reason these posts aren't loading on my Safari. But I'll say this though. Girls like her, right? You know, the liberal, like she's clearly a liberal feminist, but now she's trying to mask, oh, I'm a Muslim this. And like I've been seeing a lot of Muslim feminists lately. But like, let me go back to my point. My point is for me, there's no difference between her and Brett Cooper, for example, right? Now, Brett Cooper's not a liberal. She's a conservative in title. Now, the other girl that I just showed, she might claim conservative now. She might claim her religion now, that because she actually wants results and security because she's broke. And, but she is clearly a liberal at heart, and she probably can't even hide it. But to me, both of those girls are the same to me. Those are both feminists, you know, and that's the point I try to make to the TradCons, because eventually girls are going to come back to the table, but it's going to be after they've been through some traumatic stuff that they put themselves through, Hannah Baker style. You know what I mean? So I try to tell the TradCons, I try to tell the Republicans, they don't get it because they're not out here. They don't see girls like this. And I see girls like this all the time, dog. Literally all the time. Having on a whole shit on their head and everything to cover their head. And really, they're feminists, you know? And that's why I say I don't think an arranged marriage would work in America, because I believe the women here are too far gone. I believe that's what I personally believe. And like I said, they're going to do anything to survive. So they will go back to religion just for a covering. And then once the economy recovers back again, because the laws haven't changed, they're going to do the same things that led us to this mess. So I try to tell the traditional conservatives, the Muslims, be careful. Do your investigations on these people. And a lot of the stuff, you can find everything you need to know on their social media. They be snitching on themselves, you know? So you just gotta watch out and be careful for that.